is a tale to be told of the Ninnicrum twins, two wonderful sisters who paid for their sins. On the outside, you see, they were pretty and cute. But deep in their bowels, a rot had took root.
We're the cutest of all,
said Ambrosia with glee.
and I know we're the cutest, 'cause you look like me.
Her sister, Mimosa, then wriggled her nose.
Well, duh, we're the cutest. I mean, everyone knows.
And the Ninnicrum twins thought this statement was fact. But cute is subjective and never exact. At home, they would brag to the rest of their kin.
We're cute and you're ugly. You're fat and we're thin.
This drove everyone mad, especially their mother, who often complained 'twas illegal to smother.
Mimosa! Ambrosia!
Mother Ninnicrum yelled.
Your self-centeredness is quite unparalleled. You're not cuter than Hogarth, Adelia, or Jack, or Violet, or Buford, or Willie, or Mac, or Rupert, or Margaret, or Fraser, or Letty, or Jasper, or Edwin, or dear baby Jenny, or Benzo, or Guido, or Tom and the rest. Your sisters and brothers are one and the same. You're not cuter than them, so stop fanning the flame.
Mother Ninnicrum breathed like her therapist said.
Go play in the woods. Let me please clear my head.
So the sisters went out to the forest to bell, while their mother stayed home with her friend Zinfandel.
She's wrong.
Said Ambrosia.
She's horribly mean. We're the cutest of cute. We're the cutest supreme. You might even say that we're cuter than that. We're cuter than Jesus.
Mimosa then spat. But an old caterpillar slowly lifted its head to tell them, "You're wrong." So they made him dead. As they scrambled his corpse with an old bramble stick, they said,
You deserved it. You're really quite sick. Let that be a lesson to all Caterpill. Say that we're wrong, and your blood we will spill.
And they laughed, and they chortled, and cackled, and spit. This went on for hours, till moon was moonlit. They continued their fun, not thinking of danger, when lo and behold, there stood a dark stranger. And the stranger was dark, darker than darkest dream. Yes, the stranger was dark, darker than it would seem.
Hello, Ninnicrum twins.
He said, lips dripping red.
Did you know that I know what you dream of in bed? Oh, you dream of a world where you're both queens to rule over cuteness with cute war machines.
The Ninnicrum twins with their eyes all agleam.
It's true, Mr. Stranger, that is what we dream. Imagine us both, imagine us ruling. We'll make it the law to make ugly lives grueling.
I can make it come true, and now that is a fact. All you have to do is sign this binding contract. You reign over all with a small fluffy fist. I could tell you more, but that's mostly the gist.
They inked up their paws and hastily signed to lord over cuteness and all of hair kind. The stranger then smiled, and his tongue licked his teeth, and he whisked them away to his home underneath. As he led them inside, they were shocked by the scene. The whole house decored in the style of Ed Gein.
Your home is so cozy.
Lied Ambrosia with zest.
I love exposed flooring. I'm simply obsessed. And this chair, oh my god.
Mimosa continued.
It's so nouveau chic the way that it's sinewed.
The stranger then snickered and put them on scales. He measured their height and he measured their tails.
Can I have a scepter?
said Ambrosia, quite antsy.
I won't go without it. I'd look rather fancy.
Well, if she gets a scepter, then I get a castle. And a moat would be nice if it isn't a hassle.
But the stranger was silent, for he knew what to do. He took a cleaver and chopped them in two. He pulled out their innards, he pulled out their guts, he pulled their intestines right out of their butts. Then he stuffed them with fluff and stuck horns on their heads, and he sewed them back up with the finest of threads. Then he stapled their feet to an old 2x4, and he whistled quite sweetly while he cleaned up the gore. Then he placed them up high to look over his room, to rule over darkness, to rule over gloom. If the sisters could think, they might think this was wrong. But if they read the fine print, this was planned all along. So don't you forget, and this may seem extreme, what'll happen to you if you think you're supreme. You'll be chopped into bits, and you'll pay for your sins. So don't ever become like the Ninny Crumb twins.